Hey everybody, it's Jeremy with Prince of Tools, and today I wanted to share with you a funny story and also the number one life tool that I've learned for becoming your best self. So the story starts out about 5 years ago. I was committed and just knew that I wanted to get married. For some reason, I was just dead set on finding the woman of my dreams or whatever and just getting married. And so I heard about this exercise that you can do to make that happen, and I was like, oh, whatever, I don't have anything to lose, I'll just try it. And it's kind of geeky, but whatever. And it worked. So I'll tell you, fast forward to the end of the story. I'm a story spoiler, I guess, but I married Andrea. She's amazing, and she is like literally everything I ever wanted. So but let me tell you how it happened, because this exercise that I learned is fascinating and it actually worked. So I got this page and drew a line down the middle, and on the left side I just started describing the person that I wanted to marry, right? So she is like this, she is like this, and that really comes easy when you just start dreaming, right? You just describe everything you want. And side note, this is applicable to anything that you want to achieve or have in your life. So this method, I'll talk about this later in the end, but you can use this framework for anything. So you describe what you want to have, which is kind of have is a weird word when you talk about people, but bear with me. So I was describing her, and then on the other side of the page, you describe the counterpart, the person that she would marry, right? So you're like, oh, okay, well, if you're doing this for like a job, for example, you're describing your dream job on this side, and then on the other side you're describing the person that would get that job, right? So for me, I'm like, okay, well, she would marry somebody like this or like this, and I'm describing that. And then what you do is you take that side and you write all those things in I am format. So I am generous, I am courteous, or whatever this is that you just wrote out, you write them all in I am format. And then you can take that and condense it and manipulate it however you want to be kind of these clear I am phrases. And then what you do is you just commit on being that person. If it feels like that's attainable and that's a person you want to be, then and you want that job and you want that wife or whatever, then just have that phrase, have those right there on your desk or whatever, and just commit to being that person. And it reminds me of the phrase "fake it till you make it." But I would say that that's not true. Like that, I don't really like that phrase as much, because you're not faking it. I understand what that phrase is trying to say, and the good behind it, but it's not faking. Like you're committed on being that person. So for me, I was like, I'm gonna be this person today. I don't know about tomorrow. Like I'm not gonna worry about that. But today, I'm committed to be that person. I review the list, and then you do it, right? And so, and if you think about it, this is the framework for be, do, have, but you're just reverse engineering it. So you describe what you want to have, you describe what you have to do to have that, and then you commit on being that person that does those things so you can have that. So if you're not familiar with the be, do, have framework, that's pretty much it, and this is just how you reverse engineer it. And the other thing that this reminds me of is driving. And that sounds kind of funny, but let me explain. So when you first start driving, it's really difficult. You're thinking about all the different things you have to do. And if you like listed out everything you do when you drive, there's actually a lot of things. But now when you drive, it's so easy, right? You're just like, oh yeah, put it in gear, check the mirrors, do all this, hand on the brake, or like, foot on the brake, foot on the gas, all these different things. Like you're doing so much, but it's been automated because you do it so many times. So there's something to say about repetition here. And the reason driving reminds me of this is because for me, I had that phrase of I wanted to be this. I have this big list of I am this, and at first it's really hard. It takes a lot of effort, but over time, your brain. That's the beautiful thing about your brain, is it just starts automating it. It starts saying, okay, you're doing this a lot. I'm going to make it automatic, so you don't have to think about it, and you can use your brain for other stuff. So, like when you're driving now, you're not thinking about all those things. You can have a conversation or let your thoughts roam or whatever, and it's kind of the same thing. You can at first it's a stretch, but then you can get there. And so anyway, I wanted to make this short little video and just wanted to hear what you think about it. And so, yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. And until then, we'll see you next time.